We come to you from the Madras Christian College Higher Secondary School. Schools across Tamil Nadu have resumed for classes 12 and 10 since they have public exams. The government has given clear SOP. They can have only 25 students in every classroom. They have to follow the norms of physical distancing, wearing of mask. At this school, they've also staggered the timing so that there is no scope for students to crowd, including the reporting time and the breaks in between. And with me, Dr. G.J. Manoharan, the headmaster and correspondent. So thank you very much for your time. What kind of precautions have you now put in place?
We have sanitized the whole school. We have done it yesterday, and today morning also we sanitized the classes. The classes have been split into two. For example, 10A is 10A and 10B, so that 25 children sit in each classroom. There's enough space given, and we have asked the children to wear the mask. As they entered, thermal checking was done. They were made to wear the mask. The PT department has been given special assignment to go around to check whether the children are on the mask. We have around 7 or 8 sanitary points where the children can clean their hands after they go to the restroom or they go out and come. And each child has also been asked to bring their own water, lunch and a small sanitizer so that they don't fall into any risk. And also we have a nursing room where for emergency we do have oxygen mask and other things, so that children need any emergency, we are there to provide them. And apart from that, our teachers also been given a safety kit so that they don't get infected, because their safety is also important. Yesterday they were being given safety kits like gloves, and they were given separate chalk boxes so that they don't use a different chalk box. And parents have been got the consent. We got the consent from the parents so that the children are there safe.
You require more teachers now since that you are splitting classes?
Yeah, we need more teachers, so we have requested the lower class teachers to help them. So when one class, a regular teacher teaches, the other class they will be doing the writing work or exercise that has been given. Right. Because the portions have been reduced, it's easy for us to train the teachers, and I think the government has also given us the vitamin tablets which will enable the children to increase the immune system.
Some campuses, including the IIT Madras and Anna University, had turned into clusters. Do you have that kind of a worry even now?
We are worried, but we are taking all precaution to see that the children don't cluster. And I personally, with my assistant headmaster and my teachers, are looking into that children don't go together and get themselves infected.
Right. And in fact, students are given designated places with numbers so that there is no scope for them to crowd or form into groups. Let's also speak to a few students who are waiting to talk to us. And thank you all very much. How does it feel to be back? You're all in class 10, I think. How does it feel to be back?
It's great.
And how did you spend the last 10 months?
It was in the last 10 months we have been precautioning ourselves with how to be away from COVID, and we also were studying for our board exams which is coming ahead.
Were online classes boring or did you like it?
We liked it, but it was really, if the network problem was there, it was really like, what to tell? It was so much problem for the network problems like that.
Right, okay. And how was it for teachers, sir?
It's good. It's awesome. It's very good to see back the students back in the campus after a very long time, nearly 9 months or so. It's good.
Did you miss your students?
Really we missed our students.
And was it difficult for teachers to switch to online mode, online teaching?
Not certainly. It was easier only.
Right.
But we were not so much comfortable as that of regular teaching.
That's right. And we have a group of class 12 students, your final year in school in that sense. How was it to be away from school for 10 months?
It was a bit sad because this is our last year of schooling. We're not going to get another year. So we wanted to spend this year with our friends and at our school having fun. But because of the pandemic, we had to spend it at home alone.
What's the one thing that COVID or the pandemic taught you?
Well, COVID taught me to not be ignorant, because it's very important to validate someone, and this COVID has fully stopped that, because schools only validate children and that's fully gone. Right. So I validate everyone around you and don't be ignorant. Take interest in everyone's life around you.
Right. Is there a worry still, despite all these precautions?
There's a slight worry that we might catch the virus by any chance and we might fall sick. But so far, I don't think so. I think we're good. And I think this will be a great experience for us, and to spend the last few months at school with our friends
Right.
And this year is going to be a very memorable year for us, since we are like the only batch who's gone through something like this and have faced something. So it's a great story to tell once you're older.
Right. And in terms of portions, the government has reduced the portions between 30 and 40%. Is it a good thing?
Yeah, of course, because we have really a lot to cover, and it was very difficult to cover everything to Zoom. So now, as we've come here, it's easy for the teachers also, and we're sure we can do better.
Right. And do you also think of underprivileged students who perhaps do not have mobile phones or laptops at home to connect to online classes?
Yes, that was a million dollar question, but headmaster made sure that everyone had those facilities and make sure that so the government also had a lot of things which is given to the students. They gave us the laptops, the mobile phones, and I think they're giving us free data. So that's a really good initiation taken by a government and by a headmaster.
Right. Thank you all so much for talking to us, and wish you all the best for the remaining academic year. So students back to school after 10 months, the school taking all precautions. The government is also distributing immunity boosting tablets to all of them, and keep a close track on campuses to make sure they would deploy health workers to go for COVID checks if at all they see any symptoms. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find TV.